All right, guys, welcome back. Larry Fink of BlackRock is talking about crypto, talking about Bitcoin specifically, but talking about the US dollar. And it's very interesting to kind of watch what Larry Fink says and what he does. Of course, he was part of, if not the main reason why we got ETFs pushed through as fast as we did with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But now the attention and all the focus has shifted to RWA. And that's where we've seen Larry Fink at BlackRock talk the most about the future of crypto. It's kind of why I've reallocated my portfolio the last year or so to really be situated, in assets that fit this RWA narrative, but also the ISO 22 narrative. These are the assets we saw pump when we had a little brief altcoin run. Assets like XRP, HBAR, Ondo Finance has had a nice run, Algorand, and a lot of these plays that also are US based. But Larry Fink recently talking here to some of the reporters out there, some of the local media, or I guess national media, but on the grand scheme of things, they're kind of mouthpieces for the TradFi sector, really, right? People in crypto don't necessarily listen to all of this. We watch it. But people in TradFi who are outside of the market looking in, this is what they hear. Like, this is what they see. And Larry Fink recently went on and basically said that, hey, we're kind of in a situation here where you better start looking at Bitcoin with serious potential. And Fink has warned that the US dollar is at risk and Bitcoin is a potential alternative. Now, obviously, he's got a vested interest in saying this. They've got over 5% of the Bitcoin supply now since their Bitcoin ETF went live. And the CEO, Larry Fink, has expressed concerns about the US dollar's status as the world's reserve currency in his annual letter to investors. I'll take you inside here and show you a little bit more about what he said. Go ahead and hit the like button, though, for us. Guys, it's crazy to me. 60% of you guys watch these videos. I'm here every single day doing my best to give you all the news and information you need from a macro standpoint, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is. And you guys don't subscribe. It's totally free. So it really does mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button for us. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't cost anything. It just means you're going to see my videos pop up a little bit more than usual. So Larry Fink said to his annual in his annual letter to investors, he's warning that if the U.S. does not manage its debt effectively, the dollar could lose its position completely to digital assets like Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin maxis will tell you that, hey, we're already on this path, and they saw it a long time ago. This statement, though, coming from Fink, reflects ongoing discussions about the stability and future of the U.S. dollar amidst rising national debt levels. So a couple things here. We do have Donald Trump and this new regime coming in. What are they trying to do with tariffs? Well, I'll tell you. They're trying to reduce debt. Like, that is the whole idea with the Department of Government Efficiency. He's basically saying, hey, Elon, you go reduce $1 to $2 trillion of spending. And then he's giving other people's, tasks. Hey, go create a surplus, right? Create more jobs, bring jobs back to the U.S. They're trying to get to a situation where we don't go into a debt crisis that we've already been going through for a while. Every year for the last few years, we've been adding almost $2 trillion of debt on the U.S. balance sheet. Trump's coming in, shaking up the snow globe. And obviously, Larry Fink, anybody who has a Bitcoin ETF or is investing in crypto, they like this idea. But if the CEO of BlackRock is saying this, we understand that this is not something to take lightly. And, I've been saying this for a while. Bitcoin's kind of in a class of its own. I almost look at it as a separate market. Like, you have Bitcoin and then you have everything else. And we still don't know what everything else is, right? Like, we could take great bets on XRP and Ethereum, things that we hope will be here in the next decade. But at the end of the day, we don't know. Bitcoin, though, has proven to be that reserve currency, or at least the potential to be that reserve currency. It's global, it's decentralized, it's not backed by one particular person or group, right? It's digital gold. And Larry Fink is basically reiterating that today to TradFi investors. We got a little bit of a pop in the price on Bitcoin, nothing too crazy here, up about 0.81%. We're hovering still a little over 83K right now. Ethereum continues to struggle. Again, we have a big day coming up on Wednesday. Wednesday, Trump will speak on tariffs specifically. So he'll give us a lot more insight into what he's going to do with tariffs, depending on which country it is we're talking about. I think he's going to be harsh on some, not so harsh on others. And the market right now, it feels as if we're hanging in the balance until Wednesday, right? I suspect probably a lot of, sideways movement. And then as we get into Wednesday, expect some volatility depending on what Trump says and how the market responds to it. We have a couple altcoins doing decent. Toncoin's up about 8%, but nothing crazy here. Honestly, this is just over the weekend. It was just a great time to accumulate, in my opinion. We saw, Ondo Finance, which again is backed by BlackRock and Larry Fink. That's where I think the big focus is going to be next is the RWA sector. It got down below 80 cents. To me, that's a great buy. Not financial advice, but Ondo for me is one of those assets I'll continue to accumulate under $1. And then we had, Bitcoin take a nosedive along with some of the other top assets. Anytime Solana right now gets down to about 125, I'm also a buyer there. So I was mentioning this during my live streams and things like that throughout the weekend, but anytime XRP gets down under $2, which we got close, I'm a buyer there. And I actually have, a couple leverage longs that I took under $2 the first go around. You guys know that I have a couple trusted exchanges, BITUNIX and BTCC down below. Right now, BITUNIX, it's the first link you'll see in the description. They're running a crazy trading competition right now. All you have to do is sign up, make one trade under my account, one trade, and you're going to be entered to win $2,000 in USDT. So that BITUNIX link is down there. If you guys find the urge to, go long or even short the market, depending on what happens on Wednesday, you could do so with that BITUNIX link or the BTCC link, both of them down below. Got a bunch of whales over at BTCC already, still looking for some big traders over on BITUNIX. Great platform too. You could do spot trading. You could go long. I'm not a huge leverage trader myself. I'll take some positions here and there, but there are some great traders out there. I get to see that back end data. So if you're looking for a platform, definitely check it out. BITUNIX is a great place to be. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. But Larry Fink, again, reiterating Bitcoin's stance in the global economy. And it's a nice, nice thing to see because TradFi still, a lot of them sitting on the sidelines, waiting for that moment. And I think eventually we're going to have that big supply and demand shock with Bitcoin, especially if you have the likes of Michael Saylor, who bought $2 billion more of Bitcoin this morning. Insane, right? At $83,000. But appreciate you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button here and subscribe as well. We'll see you.